I'll do. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, non-binaries, whoever you are in the world. I am Lord Teammaker. Welcome into part 12 of Company of Heroes. Now, in the last edition of this, we finished the storyline of the invasion of Normandy. After a little bit of a thing there. After a little bit of trouble, we got through it. But here we go. We're going to be on Operation Market Garden, then Liberation of Cairn, then Tiger Ace, Causeway, and Felice Pocket. So that's what we're going to be doing next. So we've got 5 scenarios to do before we move on to Company of Heroes 2. So here we go then. Wolfhez, Netherlands. Training exercise. So here we go. Let's see what this brings us. Well, yes, let us play the tutorial of this. As a refresher for us all, just in case there's new bits in this expansion that we don't already know about.
Welcome to Company of Heroes. Company of Heroes is a real-time strategy game that focuses on frontline combat, capturing key strategic points and leading your company to victory.
Now some will get deja vu for this from the first episode, but that's okay. Because if you're coming in late on it, don't worry about it. This is the basic training. We'll take you through it again.
Welcome to basic training.
Because we all could do with it.
This training exercise will cover unit selection, camera control, and basic orders. During the game, you will receive objectives to complete. Here's an example. You can see your objectives listed on the left side of the screen.
Round here.
Moving your mouse cursor over the objective icon reveals its description.
Oh, and the arrow where it is.
Try this now and move your mouse cursor over. Good. If the objective is off screen, an arrow will point to it. For training purposes, the description and direction arrow will remain on screen. Good. Now, we will cover how to select units. This is a rifleman squad, the basic infantry unit. Note the rifleman icon and the squad's health bar above the unit.
Yeah. And da. Da, da, da.
In Company of Heroes, you issue orders to squads, not individual soldiers.
Yes.
A squad needs to be selected before you can give them orders.
So you have to click on them.
Left-click on the rifleman's.
Squad,
Like
front
so.
and center.
Good. You can see they're selected by the circle on the ground around them. All selected squads are shown on the selection panel in the middle of the taskbar.
Oh, ah.
You can access the squad's abilities from the command panel on the right.
Behind my face.
The mini-map is shown on the left side of the taskbar. It displays an overview of the entire battlefield.
Da.
To get more information about anything on the taskbar, move your mouse over it. This will display additional information in the help text.
Like so.
Here's an engineer squad.
They build things.
You can select several squads at the same time by holding the left mouse button and dragging a selection box over both of the squads.
What do you need?
Like that.
Excellent. You can see both squads in the selection panel of the taskbar.
Bing, bing,
You can cycle
bing,
through each squad in
bing.
your selection by... Good. You can now give orders to
See, I
this
forgot about
individual
that.
squad and use their special abilities in the command panel. Left-click on the group select icon to Good.
Ah, I forgot about that too.
Our engineers are being deployed elsewhere. We will now cover unit movement. All basic orders in the Company of Heroes are issued using the right mouse button. To issue a move order to your rifleman squad, right-click on the indicated location. Good. In
Like
order to move units outside the immediate viewable area, you will need to pan the camera. Moving your mouse cursor to the edge of the screen pans the camera in that direction. Try this now and pan the camera to the left. Good. Now follow the objective arrow and pan the camera until you see the road intersection. Excellent.
Like that.
Now, order the squad to move here by right-clicking on the indicated location.
Like so.
Good.
Do, 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 do. See, it's nice to have a
Good.
breather like
Now
this.
you get the basic idea. Left-click to select units, right-click to issue basic orders.
Yes.
In Company of Heroes, you can rotate the camera to see more of the battlefield.
Yeah, but I didn't really use that either, did
To
I?
do this, hold down the Alt key on your keyboard and move the mouse to rotate and tilt your camera view.
Like
That's
so.
it. To return the camera to its default position, press the backspace key twice.
Where are you, backspace? Where are you, backspace? I can't see you.
That's
There you go.
excellent. You can also zoom in and zoom out with the mouse wheel. Try this now. Fantastic. Again, pressing backspace will... Company of Heroes is best played from the default camera position. Let's move on out.
Move on.
Issue a
out.
move order to the indicated position up the road. Notice that as your squad moves, they reveal more of the surrounding landscape. This is the fog of war. Your units can only see what is immediately around them.
Fog of War, not to be confused with God of War or Frog of War. Or even Dog
Well
of War.
done. Your squad is in position. An event queue has appeared on the left of the screen to let you know that enemies have been spotted.
Where?
Click on the event queue or press the spacebar to focus the camera on the location of the event. An Axis patrol is moving in and trying to capture our strategic point.
See, again, didn't really use that before.
Notice that enemy units are shown in red. Your units are shown in blue. Right-click on the enemy troops to attack them. Notice your mouse changes to an attack cursor as you mouse over the enemy squads. Enemy unit down. Good job. Now, let's get that strategic point back. Right-click on the strategic point to... Notice your mouse changes to a capture cursor when you mouse over a strategic point.
You see? Get rid of that flag. Go on.
Excellent. This concludes basic training. You've earned your stripes. You have learned how to select units, move the camera, and how to use the right mouse button to issue basic commands. Click Continue to return to base.
Let's do all the training again, just to refresh ourselves.
Welcome to Infantry Combat Training. We'll be commanding an airborne infantry squad and learning how to use cover, flank the enemy, and use abilities. So far, we've issued commands with the right mouse button. However, using abilities from the taskbar is done with the left mouse button. Left-click on the flashing button, then left-click on the indicated position to deploy your paratroopers. Our boys are making their drop. Your squad is parachuting in now. In Company of Heroes, using abilities is always done with the left mouse button. These guys are airborne infantry, elite paratroopers that can be airdropped anywhere on the battlefield.
Yes, yes, they can.
Paratroopers on point.
The red shield displayed next to the squad's icon indicates the squad is exposed.
Then they better pull the uniform back on.
Exposed squads are especially vulnerable to enemy fire. Let's order the paratroopers into better cover. Select your paratrooper squad.
Airborne here.
Right-click near the indicated objects.
Let's go.
Not
The
perfect
yellow
cover.
dots on the ground
So
show
it's like-
areas of light cover. Light cover offers limited protection from enemy fire. Good. The yellow shield icon over your squad shows they are in light cover. Let's move again. Right-click near the stone wall to move the paratroopers.
Come on. We're moving.
The green dots represent areas of heavy cover.
The enemy's here.
Good. As you can see, the shield is now green. Your squad is now in heavy cover. Time to move into enemy territory. Let's use the Attack Move ability. Remember, targeted abilities like Attack Move are confirmed with a left click. Left click on the Attack Move button in the taskbar. Then pan the camera to the target location and left click. Squads using Attack Move will automatically attack the enemy and then continue to their destination.
Which again, something I don't use.
Enemy sighted. Good. Enemy patrol destroyed. Mortars, incoming. A Kraut mortar team has been spotted near the chapel. Attack the mortar squad by right-clicking on them.
Fire! Buck fire!
As you see, your squads will automatically use cover when attacking. Good work.
Yeah, but the mortars can still get them.
Notice your squad was promoted to veteran status. There are 3 ranks of veterancy in Company of Heroes. All units gain veterancy the longer they are in combat, making them more effective on the battlefield.
What, like in terms of accuracy? Because some of them are just
Recon
awful.
shows the enemy has set up a heavy machine gun team to cover the road. We need to take it out. Attack the heavy machine gun team by right-clicking on it.
Attack! Moving up to the left.
Your squad is taking enfilade fire from that MG. This is the MG's arc of fire. We need to stay out of this area. Order your... Excellent. Let's throw a grenade to destroy the machine gun team. Left-click on the flashing grenade icon.
We use those, but not often.
Using abilities like grenades costs resources. The machine gun team is out of action. Now, let's take over that MG-42.
Well, yeah, for a slight case of death.
Time for a little payback. Select your paratrooper squad.
Airborne.
Capture the
action
heavy
search.
machine gun. You have deselected your squad. Capture the heavy machine gun by right-clicking on it.
Airborne.
Excellent. You now control 2 squads, a heavy machine gun team and a paratrooper squad.
Lovely.
Now, let's redeploy the heavy machine gun to cover the road using the set facing command. Select your heavy machine gun team.
Weapons team.
Hold
ready.
down the right mouse button over the MG team and drag the mouse in the direction of the arrow. Release the button to order the heavy machine gun team to face in that direction.
Again, not something I really used.
You can issue a set facing command to all squads and vehicles in Company of Heroes. Incoming enemy patrol. Notice that your squads automatically attack nearby enemies.
Get down! Arm fire!
But you want to use a lot of gun emplacements if you can.
Cover me!
Enemy unit down. Enemy patrol destroyed.
Lovely.
More paratroopers are inbound to our position. Before our final objective, we need to capture the nearby strategic point to extend our front lines.
This part, yes. And now if you are just joining us,
Select
this
a
is
new
not deja vu.
paratrooper squad.
The view was better.
Right-click on the nearby strategic point to capture it.
This is part 12 Company Heroes. We're just doing refreshing the tutorial as we start the expansions.
Airborne!
Good.
Point is ours.
This sector is now under our control. Time to upgrade your squad. Upgrade your paratroopers by left-clicking on the flashing recoilless rifle icon.
Yes, sir.
Recoilless rifles are heavy anti-tank weapons that are effective against vehicles and structures.
Okay then. Oh yeah, we just gotta wait for it now to just finish upgrading.
Excellent. Notice the upgrade icon above the health bar on the squad indicator.
It's not above it, it's below it.
Time to attack the enemy and clear out the area. Order your squads to destroy the enemy machine gun team defending this farm using what you've learned so far. Remember, use cover and grenades. Good
Airborne
luck.
ready. Roll this show out. Cover me.
30 cal squad here. Good. I hate standing around.
Taking fire! Taking fire! Listen up!
Shall we go here?
Put some hustle into it.
Then don't leave them so goddamn friendly fire! MG squad, move on!
Taking up that fire!
Move on!
Taking full fire!
Burn the grid!
We're airborne! We're meant to be surrounded!
Taking hits!
That's what I was thinking! Taking automatic fire! Airborne! Get from above! Get those legs moving! Okay, boys! You earned the man!
And well done.
Airborne! Target is dead!
Yeah, we
During
did it.
infantry training, you learned how to use cover, flank enemy positions, upgrade your squads, and use targeted abilities like grenades. Infantry training complete. Dismissed.
Now go get pissed for an hour.
Welcome to Base Operations Training. During this exercise, we will cover base construction, how to capture territory, and how to build defenses. During this exercise, we will cover base construction.
All right.
Our headquarters is located in this farmhouse.
This one?
The HQ is your most crucial structure. With it, you call in reinforcements and off-map support. First, let's deploy an engineer squad. To do this requires resources. As you can see on your taskbar, you have no resources.
Well, that's just shameful, isn't it?
For training purposes, we'll give you enough resources to get started. But normally, you earn resources by capturing territory sectors.
Or by
We'll
cheating.
explore this later. There are 3 types of resources in Company of Heroes: manpower, munitions, and fuel. Manpower is your primary resource. You spend manpower to deploy squads and vehicles. To deploy an engineer squad, select the HQ now. Left-click on the... Engineers are your basic construction squad. They can build defenses and base structures.
They can.
Your engineers are ready for duty. Let's begin construction of a barracks.
Duty.
First, select your... Left-click the flashing button. To build a barracks, left-click the flashing button, and then base structures can only be built near the HQ and on open ground. If the build preview turns red, you cannot build at that location.
Hammer and nails, ladies and gents.
Okay, barracks is ready.
The barracks allows you to deploy basic infantry troops to the battlefield and upgrade your squads. Time to call in a rifleman squad. Select your barracks. Now, left-click on the rifle. Again, notice that you have spent manpower to deploy the rifleman squad. The rifleman squad is now displayed in the build queue. You can cancel any item in the queue by left-clicking on it. Rally points can be set by using the rally point icon, and then newly deployed squads will automatically move to that location. You've spent all of your resources. We'll now show you how to earn more.
By going to find them.
Remember, there are 3 types of resources in Company of Heroes: manpower, munitions, and fuel. Let's start with manpower. A constant stream of manpower is generated from your headquarters and from the total number of territory sectors you control. The first number in the highlighted area shows the total amount of manpower you currently have. The second number shows how much manpower you are earning per minute. Munitions is the second resource. You spend munitions to upgrade your squads and use special abilities like throwing grenades.
Airstrikes, so
A
forth.
constant stream of munitions is generated by capturing munitions sectors such as this one. Fuel is the final resource and is spent to deploy heavy vehicles, base structures, and to purchase global upgrades.
Panzer tank.
A constant stream of fuel is generated by capturing fuel sectors like this one. The mini-map shows the location of all resource points.
Not always.
To get a more detailed view of the battlefield, click on the flashing button to bring up the tactical map. This is the tactical map. The battlefield is divided up into a number of territory sectors.
Not territories.
Each sector has an icon which represents the location of the strategic point and the type of resource it provides.
Yes.
The more sectors you control, the more manpower you will receive. To return to the game view, click on the exit button and we'll capture it. Select your rifleman squad.
On your
Right-click
feet,
on the munitions point to capture it.
See, normally you can do it with engineers and they're better, because then they start building defensive structures around it.
Right-click. Good. You've captured the point, and now you control the territory sector. As you can see on the mini-map, the sector is now blue, indicating it is Allied territory. However, the sector is also flashing. This means it is out of supply, and you are not receiving resources from it.
So you have to connect it up, which is another thing I haven't been properly doing.
Bring up the tactical map to get a better understanding. The munitions sector you've just captured is here. As you can see, it's not connected to your HQ sector here. This means it is out of supply. Out of supply territories do not generate any resources. To bring the munitions sector into supply, you need to capture this connecting sector. Double-click on the strategic point symbol to zoom in. Sometimes the enemy will be defending strategic points. Eliminate the enemy, then capture the strategic point.
You've been in the field before, ain't you? Got him! Run here! You're dead!
Sometimes the enemy will be defending strategic points. Eliminate the enemy, then capture the strategic point. Enemy, select your rifleman squad.
Ready to move.
Capture the strategic point.
All right.
I mean, that's one bit about the
We
training.
got
It
the
just
point.
repeats itself when it
Strategic
can do
points
nothing.
are vital in establishing your front lines and territory. Now, let's return to the munitions sector. The munitions sector is now in supply and generating a constant stream of resources.
We need more.
The resources a sector generates is indicated on its icon. Notice this matches your current munitions rate on the taskbar.
It does, yeah.
Now, we need to secure the munitions sector to increase your munitions intake and make it harder for the enemy to capture.
That's why your engineers come in.
Now click on the flashing
Oh,
field
this one.
defenses. Left click on the observation post button.
Isn't this what engineers are for?
It is rifleman, you're right.
That's the ball
Now that
game.
the observation post is complete, the sector is secure. Notice that your munitions rate has increased.
See? Told you.
More importantly, the enemy will need to destroy your observation post before they can capture your sector. This area is crawling with German patrols. Time to defend our front lines.
Like you can put nests around here.
Select your engineer squad.
Army engineers
Click on the
ready
flashing
and able.
field left click on the MG emplacement button. Finally, set the facing of the MG emplacement to cover the northern approach.
We need an MG nest in there.
So I ideally want to try and get at least two to sort of push in a sort of cross or an arrow shape, so one goes one way, one goes the other, and as they come through, they get hit by both.
We have finished
Excellent.
construction.
It's my thinking anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
Enemy incoming. The MG emplacement will automatically engage. Fantastic. The MG emplacement is suppressing the enemy troops. They're retreating. However, the Germans know we're here now, and they'll be back with more troops. We need to fortify our position. In Company of Heroes, you can garrison local buildings which provide excellent cover for squads during combat. Order the engineers to garrison the nearby building by right-clicking on it.
All up in there.
It's getting all up in its face.
Good. Buildings can also be upgraded into a forward barracks, allowing you to deploy troops closer to the front.
See, I kept not doing that.
Select
either.
the local building. Left-click on the flashing button. Only buildings in supplied sectors can be upgraded into a forward barracks.
But then if you get forward barracks, then you can build closer to it, I guess.
Now you can deploy infantry squads from this building in exactly the same way you do from a barracks. Now deploy a rifleman squad from your...
Now look at me forgetting all this stuff, eh?
Right.
Excellent.
Ready for action.
Select your rifleman squad.
Await
Use the
your orders,
rifleman
sir.
squad to capture the indicated strategic point.
Oh, we'll take it all right.
They sounded like Reese's Wave there, didn't they? He's trying to be dirty. Oh, we'll have you.
Use the rifleman squad to capture the indicated strategic point.
Rifle squad has the objective. Eyes on me, infantry. Under fire!
The flashing yellow indicators above your squad shows that they are being suppressed. While suppressed, your squads will dive to the ground and crawl to avoid being hit.
Yeah, by that,
The
and
flashing
these.
red indicator shows your squad is now pinned. Pinned units are ineffective and will take heavy casualties unless you retreat. Left-click the flat. Retreat will break any suppression or pinning effects on your squads and give them a defensive bonus.
I will help them get the fuck out of Dodge.
Your squad is safe now, but they took some casualties. You can reinforce squad members one member at a time. Select your rifleman squad. Click the flashing button to reinforce your squad back up to full strength. Squads can only reinforce if they are near a base structure, a forward barracks, or a half-track. Notice you have earned experience. You gain experience by capturing territory, building structures, and fighting the enemy. Once you've gained enough experience, you're rewarded with a command point. You can use command points to unlock special abilities.
And they're very useful.
To do this, left-click on the flashing company. There are 3 companies you can choose: infantry, airborne, and armor. Each has its own special abilities and unique units.
Armor's good.
For training, we'll choose the infantry company. However, during the game, you'll be able to pick the company that best fits your playstyle.
Armor. Give me tanks.
Click on the infantry
Give me lots
company
of
icon to
tanks.
select it. Then, click the accept button. Here are the special abilities available to you as an infantry company commander. The defensive operations ability allows your riflemen to build defenses. Click on the defensive operations button. Then, click the accept button to confirm your choice and exit the company commander screen.
Hello, Con. How are you?
Initiating defense. The Germans will be counterattacking. We need to defend this area with sandbags. Select your rifleman squad. Left-click on the Build Field Defenses menu and select the sandbags option.
Thank you.
Left-click on the Build Field Defenses menu and select the sandbag. Left-click at the indicated location to start the wall. Now drag the mouse to the final location and left-click to order your riflemen to build it. Good. Your riflemen are now building the wall section by section. Sandbags provide heavy cover. You can move infantry behind this wall to give them cover against incoming fire.
Yeah, but surely you want another gun emplacement as well. Oh, sorry, wind. But yeah, how's your day been, Corn?
Sandbag's done. I see one more freaking bag of dirt.
More of them! It's fucking coming!
See, now if you had another one here, you could have them pinned, so those ones are down here, they'll get hit.
Earn more command points. Left-click on the flashing button to unlock a debit. Use the artillery strike ability to defeat the German. Okay, take cover. Enemy unit down.
You see, you want your engineers to come back up and repair this shit.
Enemy unit down.
Now we need 150, so we have to wait.
Rifleman ready, sir!
Enemy unit down. Stand down. Section is clear. Well done. During training, we covered how to establish your base, call in additional troops, capture territory, defend your front lines, and use company commander abilities to defeat the enemy. This completes base operations.
Now, as I was saying, if you have just joined us late, you have not got a feeling of deja vu. Before we actually go into the expansions, it asked if we wanted to do the training, and there are some bits I missed, I forgot about. So we're running through training again, just as a refresher course, you know.
Welcome to Armor Training. We've just got word that a convoy from Baker Company has come under attack north of our current position. Select your Sherman tank. Use your Sherman tank to move to the ambush site.
Sherman on point.
I said advance.
Crash through this wall.
There's the enemy. Order your Sherman to attack them. That was a direct hit, but it did little damage because of the Panzer's heavy armor. You need to flank the enemy tank and attack its rear armor, which is weaker. Issue a move order to the position behind the Panzer tank.
Push it! Sherman on the attack. Main cannon. Loading Sherman on the attack.
Good.
But we did get
You've
by
scored a
that
hit to its
mission
rear
earlier.
armor.
Sherman on the attack. Sherman on the attack. Fire main cannon. Load AP. Sherman on the attack. Tear him to shreds, goddammit. Sherman on the attack. Bring the turret around.
Enemy, another tank incoming. Look out.
Engaging target. Fire main cannon. Load AP. Let's go!
Been hit.
Sherman on the attack. Tear him to shreds, goddammit. Sherman on the attack. Sherman on the attack. Engaging target. Sherman on the attack. Engaging enemy armor. Engaging enemy
Enemy
armor.
good shoot. Now, let's look at the damage.
Yes.
That shot from the Panzer scored a critical hit and has immobilized your tank.
Well, bollocks.
Notice the unit information display on the taskbar shows the Sherman tank has suffered from a critical hit to its engine. Your tanks can be repaired in the field with the help of the engineer squads. Repairing a vehicle will remove any critical hits
Oh,
it has
look, they're
received.
here. Oh, look.
Select your engineer squad. Order your engineers to repair the Sherman by right-clicking on it.
It was nice earlier because we had the Canadians,
Fire up your torches.
the Canadian troops and the Polish troops
Order your
were coming
engineers to
down
repair
and
the
actually
Sherman by
repairing my
right-clicking
tank, so
on
I
it.
didn't have to. Brilliant. Loved it. Very nice.
Order your engineers to repair the Sherman by right-clicking on it.
Already doing that, mate. Calm down.
That should get you back
Excellent.
in the war.
The repairs are complete. There are enemy patrols in this area. To increase the Sherman's effectiveness against infantry, upgrade it with a 50 caliber machine gun. Select your Sherman tank. Click on the flashing button to
Understood.
Yes. I did, yeah. Basically what we did was, I did this. I pressed pause. Then there was a bit that come up. We could do that. That brings the dev menu up. And then I use things like resource points and population points to expand them. So what I could do was get the tanks shop built, and then just flooded it with tanks. Just controlled the area. Yeah, the console commands. Yes.
Sergeant,
Excellent.
get an MG on
Notice
the
the
roof of
gunner
this
on the
tin
turret
can. Time to
manning the
shred some
MG.
crowds.
Hey, it was a way to
Recon
do it.
indicates the Germans have set up a base north of our position.
If it works,
Let's move
do
up
it.
and take it out.
I only use it for that one mission though, and if I do need to use it again, then
Order
I
your
will
Sherman
use
to
it.
proceed
You know?
to the indicated location.
Oh yeah, saves a ton of going backwards and forwards as well.
Heavy armor reporting. Give it all she's got.
Order your Sherman to proceed to the indicated location.
I made that mission a lot more fun.
Tank traps are blocking the road. Your Sherman cannot move through the tank traps. Axis infantry spotted.
Cannon on target. Fire. There's shot. Today, here it goes.
Look out. Panzer Shreks. They're targeting the Sherman's rear armor. Hold down the right mouse button on the Sherman and drag the mouse in the direction of the enemy. Excellent. Now the Sherman's strongest armor is facing the enemy.
See again, I forgot about doing that.
Bring the turret around. Prepare to engage. Bring the turret around. Prepare to engage. Fireman cannon. Load acknowledged.
Oh, sweet dude. So 67.
Enemy Panzer Shreks destroyed.
67
We
in
need to
9
continue
days.
moving toward the Axis base.
You can do that.
Those tank traps are blocking our path. We'll call in a Sherman Crocodile to help. Crocodiles are armed with flamethrowers and can be upgraded with a bulldozer that can crush tank traps and thick hedgerows. Select your Crocodile. Upgrade your Crocodile.
But yeah, that's good going, man. 933. I don't know. Couple of pinball games on the PS4, you know. I'll get you there.
Excellent. You can now clear the tank traps by moving the tank through them.
I said advance. Cav is.
Deselected your tank. Now, excellent. Your tank moves slower while the bulldozer is lowered. You can raise it by left-clicking on the bulldozer button in the command panel. Now let's take out that German base. Use both your Sherman and the Crocodile. Flamethrowers are effective at burning infantry squads out of buildings.
To attack enemy HQ.
Right, you.
Crocodile here. Burning the hell out of there. Taking fire. Keep it moving. Tearing the shreds, goddammit. Croc here. Taking fire. Engaging target. Burn, motherfucker. Burn, motherfucker. Croc, moving to target. Taking fire. Taking damage.
Enemy unit down.
Fireman cannon. Load AP. Cav, ready for action. Engaging enemy armor. Armor is on the track. Shreds, goddammit.
Blow those fuckers to bits.
Enemy unit down.
Fireman cannon. Load AP.
So what's next on your progress of Games End for get the trophies?
Well done. German base destroyed. This completes armor training.
Yes.
During this exercise, we covered tank combat, armor facing, and using tanks to crush objects. Excellent work. Dismissed.
We'll have to finish off Requiem. Nice. Second British Army training, and then Panzer Elite training, and then we shall start, if we have enough time this evening.
Welcome, sir, to 3rd Battalion, Boudicca's Boys, 2nd British Army. During this training exercise, you'll familiarize yourself with the British Army of opposing fronts and its command structure. We will cover infantry deployment, lieutenants, mobile command trucks, and defensive emplacements. 3rd Battalion has just moved into the area. We need to move out and capture additional territory.
Oh, sweet.
This is an
Tomb Raider's
infantry
very
section, the
good.
basic infantry squad of the British Army. Left-click on your infantry section to select it. Now, right-click on the indicated... Notice how your squad moves. While moving in friendly territory, all British squads move using their assault stance.
Wow.
Ready to copy orders. Break it up, you wankers. On your feet, let's go.
The infantry section is now entering neutral territory. Notice the change in stance. When
Break it up,
moving
you
in neutral or
wankers.
enemy territory, all squads adopt a patrolling stance. They move more cautiously, sacrificing speed for protection. Let's help them out by deploying a lieutenant. Left-click on your command truck to select it.
That's not
Left-click on the
Lieutenant.
flashing button on the command panel to deploy a Lieutenants are the basic officers of the British. They are critical to the success of your army.
Oh my god. This part of training's new.
Excellent. Your lieutenant is ready.
Look, we have a mobile NHS truck.
Select your lieutenant. Move your lieutenant to the infantry section. Remember, right-click near the... Whenever a lieutenant is near infantry, his presence provides discipline to all nearby soldiers. Good. The star over your infantry shows that a lieutenant is nearby. This grants them combat and veterancy bonuses, so it's best to keep the lieutenants close.
Yeah.
Since the lieutenant is so critical to the success of your infantry, it is important for him to maintain command range. Left-click on the flashing button to order your lieutenant to follow an infantry section. Now, left-click on the indicated infantry section.
Happy to assume
Good.
command.
Notice the symbol above the lieutenant, indicating that he is now following the infantry section.
Yes.
Select your infantry section. Now, let's order the infantry section to capture that munitions point.
Stand fast
Notice
on the
that your
top.
infantry are moving much more quickly with the lieutenant nearby. Watch out. Incoming enemies. Excellent work. Enemy patrol defeated. Your infantry might have had a tough fight. Good thing the lieutenant was there to keep them in line. Proceed with capturing the sector.
I'll capture your sector.
Those munitions are better in our hands than Jerry's.
Proceed with capturing the sector.
I'm doing that, sir.
Proceed with capturing the sector.
I am doing that. You don't need to repeat it, sir. Look at the bar go up, sir.
Look at
Good.
that.
This sector is now under your control. Even though we have captured the munitions point, it is not secure. Unsecured points provide less resources. Let's secure that munitions point now.
Getting deja vu.
The
Again?
British secure territory sectors differently than other armies. They use their mobile command trucks. Command trucks are the backbone of the British Army because they can be deployed anywhere on the battlefield. They allow the British to call in reinforcements where they are needed. More importantly, once deployed, command trucks also secure territory sectors.
Ooh.
Select your command truck.
Chaps are ready.
Deploy this command truck to the munitions sector that you just captured. Left-click on the flashing button to mobilize your command truck.
HQ command truck going mobile.
That'll come up.
Good. Command truck is mobile. Look at the minimap.
Hello,
All your
Michael.
territory is flashing. Whenever your headquarters command truck is mobile, your controlled territory will not be in supply. Sectors that are not in supply do not generate resources. Order your command truck to the munitions sector by right-clicking near the indicated. There are many reasons to move your command truck. It grants resource bonuses to the sectors it occupies. It can deploy units closer to the front line or relocate if the enemy is attacking. The command truck is quite vulnerable while moving, so guard it carefully.
Well, we're going through the training again. This one is a new part of it before we actually start the expansion properly. As a sort of refresher, deja vu sort of thing. But this part is
Now
new.
that the HQ is within the munitions sector, we'll need to deploy it to secure the territory.
This part's new to the training.
Left-click on the flashing button to set up your command truck. Left-click on the indicated position within the sector to order your command truck to begin setting up there.
Lorry on the move.
So, we've made progress in training. We just haven't fully started the expansion yet. Apart from calling someone wankers
Excellent.
and
You have
moving a
successfully deployed your
truck.
command truck. Notice that the territory has stopped flashing. Your territory is now back in supply. Your
Yes.
munitions resource rate has improved dramatically as well. To build a machine gun emplacement, select your infantry section now. Click on the flashing button to access your defensive structure construction options.
But how are you tonight?
Left-click on the machine gun emplacement. Position the emplacement by left-clicking on the indicator. Finally, set the facing of the MG emplacement to cover the northern approach.
Let's get on with it.
To cap the northern approach. So I have a feeling we're going to be doing American and British in this one.
Where to now, sir?
Excellent.
Finished building.
British infantry can also build structures like mortar pits or casualty clearing stations.
Contact!
The enemy has discovered our location. Stand to. An MG emplacement is an excellent defense against attacking infantry.
That bastard! Up on your right!
Enemy
On
unit is-
infantry defeated! Target destroyed! Bloody hell! Taking defensive fire! Will hit hard.
Good. Enemy infantry neutralized.
Top shot, what?
To provide additional protection for our troops, let's build a slit trench. Click on the flashing button to access your defensive structure. Left-click on the flashing slit trench button. Left-click on the indicated location to place the slit trench there. Set the facing of the slit trench. Unique to the British, slit trenches are defensive structures that infantry can garrison for additional protection from enemy fire.
Build complete.
Good. Notice that it is unoccupied after construction is complete.
Yes.
An unoccupied slit trench can be garrisoned by anyone, even the enemy.
Oh, we don't want that.
We've got rounds incoming! We just
NCOs
wasted
reporting
their
they have destroyed a
infantry!
German target.
That's payback, you bugger!
Get down. Incoming mortar. That mortar is wreaking havoc on our infantry. Order your infantry to garrison that slit trench. Right-click the slit trench to order your infantry to get... Good job. Trenches provide extra protection against artillery. Let's take out that mortar. Our ground forces are unable to attack that mortar. We'll need to use a company commander ability from the Royal Commandos to attack it.
Contact! German
You have been
infantry!
granted access to glider-borne commandos. Gliders are excellent for attacking positions behind the enemy's front line. To request a glider, left-click on the glider button. Now left-click on the indicated position to identify the start. Left-click again to target the desired direction you would like the glider to land. Commandos reporting for duty. Order your commandos to take out that mortar. Remember your tactical training.
Take out that mortar! Flag out! See it! See it!
I mean, that's pretty damn cool.
Contact! German infantry! Grenade!
Welcome back, dude. What have you been up to today? You been up to much?
German target. Now you know about some of the unique aspects of the British. You learned about the
Yes.
lieutenants and infantry, command trucks, and how to build emplacements. This concludes this training exercise, sir. 3rd Battalion awaits.
I like some of it. That's cool. The fact you can get commandos to just glide in and take them out rather than actually going, okay, we'll have to move our troops from here. That's really cool. I mean, we've almost done an hour's worth, but I think
Welcome
it's
to
worth
training.
it.
Kampfgruppe Leer is standing by. During this exercise, you will learn about the unique aspects of the Panzer Elite and their arsenal of vehicles. You learn how to attack from half-tracks, to capture and secure territory with vehicles, to resupply with the munitions half-track, and to lock down vehicles.
Watching some streams, played some games.
Kampfgruppe Leer has heard reports of enemy infantry in the area. We need to scout their position. First, left-click on the Panzer Grenadier squad to select them. Panzer Grenadiers are the backbone of any Panzer Elite army. They are versatile and able to respond to any enemy threats. They also provide basic logistical support through building base structures and repairing damaged vehicles.
Are we playing as...
Garrison that half-track. We need to move out. Right-click the half-track to order your Panzer Grenadiers to get inside.
Are we playing as the Nazis?
Good. Notice that your Panzer Grenadiers have taken up positions in the back. Panzer Elite infantry garrisoned in open-top vehicles can shoot out the back with any equipped weapons. Half-track and Panzer Grenadiers are ready for action.
Okay then.
Select your half-track.
Go ahead.
Enemy infantry spotted. Move out and attack them. Order your half-track to attack the indicator squad by right-clicking on it. The Panzer Grenadiers are not only transported with the vehicle, but they add additional firepower to the half-track's own machine gun. Enemy infantry defeated. Look out! Counterattack!
I don't know how I feel about this, to be fair.
They're taking too much damage. We need more firepower. Get a grenade on that infantry. Additional reinforcements available. Select left-click on the flash, target the infantry, and left-click on them to throw the grenade. Panzer Grenadiers use incendiary grenades. These grenades don't do much initial damage, but entrenched squads will burn if they stay put.
Oh, nice. Very cool, dude. I haven't really looked at them.
Enemy infantry
Xbox
neutralized.
sales. I saw these Steam ones earlier and I was
Recon
like...
reports an enemy infantry squad occupying a nearby slit trench. Let's take them out. This is a mortar half-track. This mobile artillery vehicle is quite effective at dealing with entrenched infantry. Select your mortar half-track. Order the mortar half-track to fire an incendiary barrage at the enemy infantry squad. Left-click on the flashing incendiary. Good. Now left-click on the enemy squad. Excellent. Bombardment underway.
Is there anything else good in there? Have they actually bothered to put Condemned 2 and Fear Files in there yet?
Excellent. Bombardment underway. You'll notice your barrage was only marginally effective. Several more barrages are needed to fully defeat the enemy squad. Look at the incendiary barrage button.
Yes.
The ability has a long recharge time, preventing you from issuing additional barrages. Let's call in resupply support, the munitions half-track. This vehicle resupplies nearby units by greatly reducing the recharge time of their abilities.
Oh, wow, okay.
Select your munitions half-track. Order the munitions half-track to move closer to your mortar half.
That's
Good.
fair enough.
The munitions half-track is within resupply range. This is indicated by the symbol above the mortar half-track. Select your mortar half-track. Notice the incendiary mortar ability. It is fully charged and ready to fire.
Well, yes, I do.
Order the half-track to barrage the infantry with incendiary rounds again.
So commandos have to take the ammo half-track out.
Notice the incendiary mortar ability recharges faster if the munitions half-track is nearby. Continue to barrage the enemy squad until they are defeated. Continue to barrage the enemy squad until they are defeated. Continue to barrage the enemy squad until they are defeated.
That's what we're doing.
Excellent job. Infantry neutralized.
That's nasty.
For our next objective, let's capture and secure territory. This is a scout car, a Panzer Elite vehicle that can capture strategic points. Select your scout car. Order the scout car to capture the indicated strategic... The scout car is an excellent recon vehicle. Armed with an MG-42 light machine gun, it is excellent for defeating lightly equipped infantry
Condemned
squads.
2 and Fear Files. Because if they're on there, because I know they're compatible with the Xbox via backwards compatibility, I've just not seen them properly on the store.
Good job. The sector is now in our control. Now time to secure it. To secure this sector, you'll need to upgrade your scout car first. Left-click on the flashing button to equip this vehicle with logistics support. With this logistics support upgrade, the scout car is able to secure territory.
I wonder if we're looking at this for multiplayer stuff.
Good. The radio antenna now attached to the roof of your scout car indicates that it has been upgraded to a logistic car. Left-click on the flashing button to secure this sector. Good job. The territory is now secure. Notice that a scout car secured territory is immobile. To mobilize the scout car, left-click on the Secure Sector button again. However, the territory will no longer be secured.
Yes.
Now that the territory is captured and secure, we need to bring in some heavier weapons to protect the scout car. This is a Panzer IV-F infantry support tank, affectionately referred to as the Stubby for its short cannon.
Because I know there's a couple of ones in Leicester and King's Lynn, I believe.
Select your support Panzer. Order the Panzer to move to the indicated position. Excellent. Panzer is in position. Achtung! Incoming enemy!
Got this Panzer moving! Range! Firing!
Notice the Panzer's slow rate of fire. You can increase its rate of fire by using its rapid fire ability. Left-click on the flashing rapid fire. You have eliminated the enemy once more. Good job. The Panzer is able to fire more quickly. However, it is now locked down and cannot move. Many vehicles in the Panzer Elite have the ability to lock down. However, the benefits differ from vehicle to vehicle. As a Panzer Elite commander, knowing when to sacrifice mobility for firepower is crucial for victory. eliminated the enemy once more.
He's attacking!
Excellent.
Target destroyed!
Notice your Panzer was promoted to veteran status. In the command panel, there are 2 veterancy buttons.
Yes.
When Panzer Elite squads and vehicles gain veterancy, this unlocks 2 special skills, allowing you to customize the combat effectiveness of the unit. The first ability boosts the unit's offensive power. The second, its defensive power.
Stuff that you can't see because my face is in the way.
With each rank of veterancy, you can choose which ability to apply to the unit.
Oh.
Left-click on one of the flashing buttons to apply the bonus. Good. Your Panzer has been granted an offensive veterancy bonus.
Yeah, the second one isn't. It's a pain, really.
Return fire! Range! Firing! Target range! On fire! Break the lights!
Has destroyed an enemy unit.
Engage the enemy! Fire! Open fire! Proceed! Engaging! Infantry destroyed! New target! Fire! Targeting! Angriff! Fire frei! Take it out! We have them in our target! Ranged!
Excellent job. Infantry neutralized.
Fire is so I can understand him.
Intel reports approaching tanks. The Panzer
Very
4F's gun is no match for the heavy British armor. Time to call in the Luftwaffe company commander.
The Luftwaffe. Oh no.
You have been granted access to the Henschel strafing run. It is a very effective anti-tank airstrike. Now left-click to target the indicated position for airstrikes. With this ability, Henschel aircraft will fly by the target location, targeting all enemies within their flight path.
Enemy tank firing!
Our brave Panzer destroyed an enemy tank. Elite have 2 other company commanders besides the Luftwaffe. These specialize in scorched earth and tank destroyer tactics. Now you know about some of the unique aspects to the Panzer Elite. You learned about the 3 types of half-tracks, infantry and vehicle combat, vehicle capturing and securing, and finally veterancy and lockdown. Excellent work. Panzer Elite training complete. Dismissed.
Well, shit. And that is the new and the old training missions. So we got, what, 50 minutes left? Let's see if we can play the mission. See you in the morning, Mum. Jawohl, mein Panzerführer. Kommen Sie von Verdeutschen, Harry?
Während der letzten 5 Jahre hat das Dritte Reich mit seinem Begehren nach Lebensraum fast ganz Europa beherrscht. All das ändert sich.
Sieh dir das an. Was machen wir bloß?
Wir wählen sie aus. Was sonst?
Father always said you were a positive thinker. These boys and old men are so green, they haven't even fired rifles before. And yet, these are the best Germany can provide us.
Enjoy the war while you can, Wolfgang. The peace will be hell. Remember what Mother used to say. Make Earth your heaven.
If this is heaven, little brother, then we best stay away from hell. Add action stations!
It's a lot of allies coming in to kill us.
Kampfgruppe, listen up. Man the AA guns and shoot down all enemy craft.
Ready vom Kampfauftrag!
You can speak fluent Dutch.
Infantry, take on and ready to move out. Top ready.
Well, you can speak fluent in German even.
Anti-aircraft
Nice.
batteries manned.
I can't.
Fill the skies with tracers. Aircraft incoming. Fire at will.
Stop firing at me! Pricks.
We have destroyed an enemy unit.
Yeah, I know. I said it wrong.
Unit destroyed.
Get over to the HQ. There's an AA battery that needs to be manned.
Send, over. Moving the squad out.
Bad me, I know, I'm sorry. I don't understand what you said as I don't speak fluent German.
Get on that weapon.
Formations of fighter bombers and transports are inbound and wreaking havoc on our Kampfgruppe. We have lost contact with the Field Marshal's HQ in Arnhem and with the other division's commanders. Seems the Yanks and the Brits targeted our communications first, as on D-Day.
Until we re-establish contact, Kampfgruppe Leer will defend Wolfhetze. Have the Panzer Grenadiers man the anti-aircraft guns at these positions. I've taken the initiative to recall light vehicles from the 113th Regiment to defend against the commandos. We must alert Division Command and Major General Voss. This is no simple attack if the enemy is dropping paratroopers in broad daylight. Stay strong and I'll see you on the other side.
It's kind of like the general gist of it where you see the second half of it.
Make ready all defensive positions. Deploy security screen to intercept any of their assault teams. And defend all Flugabwehr AA positions.
Was ist los? Command point noted. Moving. Target destroyed. What are our orders? Taking infantry! March for Panzertroops! Model ready for Kampfauftrag! Right way, Herr Kommandant! Loading incendiary rounds! Panzer Grenadiers in the field! They're firing at us! We are busy! Cut down those riflemen! Panzerfaust! Hit them!
The enemy is weakening even now.
Infantry section ready to move out. Dropping that weapon. Panzer Grenadier, ready for action. We're all ready! What is our mission? Send! We are taking enemy fire! Infantry contact!
ones I need to...
An enemy unit has fallen to our might.
Right there.
Panzer Grenadiers, form up.
Was ist los? Attacking target. Ja, Herr Kommandant? Sie read you! What crazy? Let's go! Upgrades available!
To register with the military. Enemy unit eradicated.
Schnell! Making escape to our sector! Attacking enemy infantry! Infantry section down! Keep firing!
Is there anything else I can bring to this party of ours?
Infantry section ready to move out.
Bring some there.
Looks like they want us dead!
An enemy unit has fallen to our might.
Let's do our first save. You don't know how weird this feels saying this. Ugh. Ugh. So I know these days, you know, Germans are happy, groovy, wonderful people, but still, this is like, ugh.
Amazing is what it is. Truly.
But still okay.
Our position is under attack! That wasn't so tough. Go ahead! Upgrades underway!
I missed the shouting.
I give them that! Ready for combat mission. Well, that's empty. You get us over here. Enemy destroyed! Ready to use our upgrade! Keep that ready! Keep firing!
I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah.
Eliminated the enemy once more.
Go ahead with orders! Ready to kick your ass!
Basic repairs commencing.
Making ready for action.
It's not the most comfortable I've ever been, I have to say.
Vehicle ready. Suicide! This is lost. Fire all weapons. That wasn't so tough.
Squad, ready for orders. We have eliminated the enemy once more.
Give us something else to kill, Herr Kommandant!
Don't say that.
We are under attack! You call, we answer. Order carrier acknowledges. Unit ready. Get engaged infantry.
superiority once again.
I don't know, it's like...
The enemies everywhere! Marder here! Marder carrier acknowledges.
You know that sometimes you have...
Don't know what to do.
You have fun playing as the bad guys. In this, I'm not.
Target destroyed. What are our orders?
If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Bringing all guns to bear.
Enemy is weakening even now.
Was ist los? Grid point noted. Moving.
Steady up, man.
Orders from company promoted. Use their weapon. They're dead. Swing fire.
Scheiße nochmal! AA battery taking heavy fire! Need support!
I think the closest I've ever been
Was ist los? Allman's MG. You get us over
is
there.
Call of Duty's No Russian.
Repeat your command. What do you need?
Da hast du dich aber anscheißen lassen!
I think that's the closest.
Ready for mission orders. We are taking heavy fire!
Kampfgruppe Leer has proven its superiority once again.
Airborne! Use cover to move!
Infantry squad eliminated.
Right, so we got, what, less than a minute?
They just keep coming!
We're taking enemy fire!
An enemy unit has fallen to our might.
Infantry section down.
Well done, Kampfgruppe Leer. The perimeter is secure. Wolfhetzer reports minimal damage. Wait for orders.
All Kampfgruppe Leer stations report an apparent halt in enemy activity. Additional gliders were sighted landing heavy equipment nearby. The Tommies are either digging in or preparing for offensive operations, Hauptmann.
The commandos are likely to try to make a for Wolf. Securing the rail yard would give them a base from which to attack Arnhem. Have the Kampfgruppe set up defenses at these critical locations along the railroad.
Where?
Rather, make sure you man the 88s and target any enemy vehicles you see. Equip the Panzer Grenadiers with Panzerschrecks for additional firepower. Prevent any and all British forces from moving past Wolfhetze.
Incoming message from forward sector.
We have 3 confirmed enemy glider sightings. Form up and assault their positions. The British will be guarding their gliders fiercely. Destroy them before we are overwhelmed.
That wasn't so tough. Let's get this thing moving.
I mean, I'd like to be able to build some other stuff then.
Infantry contact!
Ready for orders. Panzer Grenadier Squad is ready for orders.
Squad, ready, go ahead! Squad moving! As ordered, moving out! Squad, Handgranaten!
Was ist los?
Come on then, let's go get these.
Contact! Contact! Panzerfaust! Hit them!
The enemy is weakening even now. Infantry section ready.
Panzerfaust! Hit them! Action, sir. Rolling out. Whatever it takes. Almas MG. You get us over there. Was ist los? Move quickly. Resistance eliminated. Was ist los?
Where's that final glider there?
Fire all weapons. Get the mortar loaded. We cannot sustain this. Incendiary rounds. Preparing mortar barrage.
Exfiltrat mein Kampfgruppe! Auf den Bürger! Gliders are neutralized!
We have to prevent any of the enemy forces from breaking through our lines.
Grenadiers upgrading!
Jeep movement spotted! Forward element report enemy jeeps headed down the road. They're going to try and break through at the rail station.
The enemy is weakening even now.
Need some lead, Jerry.
Maintain your rate of fire! Ready for action orders. Jawohl! Gruppe advancing to contact! We've engaged the enemy! Engaging the riflemen! Cut them down! Was ist los?
Base, the enemy is becoming less mobile all the time.
Moving out! Target! The enemy is engaged us! Adjusting fire!
Neutralize all jeeps who didn't do it.
Looks like they almost dead! Getting over there now.
Grenadiers ready. Send your mission order. Fire.
Panzerfaust! Hit them!
I need more vehicles, that's what I need.
Fire! Sentry! We are at the limit of our... We are taking enemy fire!
Panzer have destroyed another enemy vehicle. We have lost a unit to the enemy's advances.
Go ahead, sir! Get on that weapon! Enemy unit destroyed! Enemy has a brain! Target down! Battery at the ready. Grid point noted. Moving. They're shredding the
Ready
armor!
for all group.
Need some lead, Jerry.
Awaiting commands.
We have eliminated the enemy once more.
Fire! We are taking fire! Panzerfaust! Hit them!
Bastard got through.
Incoming message from forward sector. Incoming British jeeps, heading west of our current location, and should hit the edge of Wolfhetze.
Was ist los? Pack formation, tactical spacing.
Yeah,
What, you can't handle us? We're here to save some cloggy arse!
Destroyed another enemy vehicle.
Was ist los? Open it up. Full throttle. Go ahead. Preparing incendiary rounds. Preparing mortar barrage.
Thanks, Crab Air. Time to play, Jerry.
Incendiary rounds.
The enemy is becoming less mobile all the time.
Lovely.
Target destroyed. What are our orders? Taking ground.
This area is secure. Move to the next target before the jeeps flank our position. Don't let them pass you.
Hauptmann Berger, the jeeps are changing paths again. Up to the edge of the village, east of our current position.
You know the drill. Form up and move out. Move, move, move! Get up the line, men!
Kill him as they go, you know.
We have eliminated the enemy once more.
Right, I've got to get her.
Get on that weapon. Improvements underway, but you still have a ways to go. Fire mission.
Get up with them, Jerry!
Fire! Stand by.
We have destroyed an enemy unit.
Did it! Fire mission. Incoming! Yeah, taxi operates available. Let's go!
It's coming in this way, isn't it?
The enemy is becoming less mobile all the time.
Moving on to next target! Shoot back, idiot! Not so fast, Billy! Taking fire from enemy infantry! Section ready! Flugabwehrwaffe under attack! Let's become ours! Get support over there!
Kampfgruppe has proven its superiority once again.
Taking on orders! We'll do what we can! Need repairs!
Get some more troops.
Keep fighting!
No, we can't move it. Limit.
Infantry unit destroyed!
Enemy unit eradicated.
In contact! Moving
enemy forces made it through, but we did our best, and that is all anyone can ask. If they get to the Rhine, we could have problems. Radio ahead and make sure Division Command in Arnhem is aware.
2 got through. My mission complete. And I think that's where we'll leave it tonight. Because I think that's a good stopping point. Because we got, what, just over 20 minutes left? I think that's a good stopping point. So next time then, we'll be in this September snow as the RAF operation continues. British paratroopers are landing in the area. Kampfgruppe Lehr's orders are to maintain control of Wolf Heiss and neutralise the enemy drop zones. So that's what we will do next week. Hell yeah. Especially the new stuff that we didn't realise was there because we're playing as the Germans. That's Operation Market Garden and then Liberation. So we've got, what, 5 bits to do, 5 scenarios to do. Well, 4 and a bit now. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for joining us tonight. I'm not I don't know whether saying it was good fun or not, you know, you can't. I don't know, it's weird saying that because it's the Nazis. You know, it's, yeah, no, yeah. I'm sure you can understand my uncomfortable feeling in that one. Let's have a quick look, see if Rant.over is still on, because he was finishing up Kingdom Hearts. It looks like he still is, so let's go and raid him. If he's not finishing up, let's have a look. Yeah, it really is, isn't it? You can't. I don't know. But yeah, I will be back. I will be back Sunday morning, Christmas Day morning, with Band of Bugs, which I think we're about halfway through already. But we'll soon see. Yeah, Rant.over. So let's go see him. Have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful few days. Have a good start to the holidays, whatever you celebrate. I will see you on the podcast Christmas Eve. And I will then see you back here Sunday morning, Christmas morning, for some opening presents with Band of Bugs. So I'll see you then. And enjoy the raid.